What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another exciting episode of Pokemon Trading Card Game Online. Of course, my name is Blaze. This is episode 265. So this is come a long way here to get into 265 episodes of Pokemon Trading Card Game Online. Plugging away, doing weekly episodic content every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. live on Twitch. And if you happen to catch me on YouTube, that's totally cool too. So today we're talking about the card that's on your screen. This is Buzzwole GX, the third Pokemon that I've not really talked about just yet. Of the three that were announced at the Pokemon World Championships about 3 weeks ago. Last week I talked about a different Pokemon, and the week before that was Nihilego. So this is the third of those Pokemon that were announced. Trading cards coming out in the Crimson Invasion set on November 4th, I believe. So let's get into it. So Buzzwole GX, let's talk about this card a little bit here. Let's see what kinds of... I haven't really seen it yet. I put it up on the screen. I haven't looked in too much into it, so everything you hear is going to be just right off the top of my head. So maybe there's some better strategies out there. Maybe it's good for you to put it in the comments below. Let me know what you think. But basically, Buzzwole GX... it's a fighting type Pokemon, of course. It has 190 HP, as you can see. It has a weakness to Psychic, no resistance, and a retreat cost of 2. It has 3 attacks, one of those attacks being a GX attack. And the first attack is called Jet Punch. Jet Punch does 30 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. So very similar to what we've seen with Hitmonlee, I believe it is, with Stretch Kick. 30 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. Knuckle Impact does 160 damage, costs 3 fighting energy. Pokemon can't attack during your next turn, so while it does a decent amount of damage and you can use strong energy with it, you could actually use 3 strong energy with it and deal 60 extra damage for a total of 240 damage. That's craziness. I'm sorry. 220 damage. That's a lot of damage either way. So, you know, is it wise, or would you want to put 3 strong energies up on this Pokemon? Is it a good idea? Maybe, but you could always partner it up with things like Carbink and Carbink Break and get those energies back onto it if you need to. But it's very risky, I would say, especially since your opponent has multiple options to discard your special energy. I wouldn't necessarily go out of my way to do it, but having a few strong energy in a deck with this card would probably be a good idea. And the final attack is called Absorption GX. Remember that you can only use 1 GX attack per game, regardless of what Pokemon uses it. But Absorption GX does 40 damage for each of your remaining prize cards. So if you use this attack early on, you're going to be doing... 240 damage. That's pretty much enough for a KO. And even if you don't, even if you have a couple of strong energies on it, you're going to be doing, and you've already taken a couple of prize cards, you're still going to be doing a lot of damage. So, you know, I like this card. However, I don't like the idea that Knuckle Impact does not let you attack during the next turn. So aside from that, I think it's a pretty decent card. I wouldn't overload my deck with this card, but maybe putting 1 in there would be okay. 3 energy costs it's not too excessive. It's about what you'd expect from a GX Pokemon. The HP count is high enough. The weakness to Psychic it can be bad, though I haven't really seen too many Psychic Pokemon out there, or at least Psychic Pokemon that have been doing a lot of damage, so that's kind of interesting. I know there are a bunch of Psychic out there, and I think even last week I came across a bunch of Mewtwo and a bunch of other Pokemon that people were using, but it's been far less since the new GX Pokemon started coming out. So guys, let me know what you think in the comments below or in the chat room right here on the channel. And we're going to move on to the next segment. The next segment, of course, is battles. So if you are new to my channel, don't feel bad. I'm pretty new at at streaming. I mean, I've been doing it for about a year now, over a year, and well, streaming, I'm very new, so you know, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you're on YouTube. But YouTube videos I've been doing for about a year now, a little over a year, and it's been a lot of fun. I had a great time doing the videos and actually playing online. One thing I wanted to look at was the new rotation. I'm going to bring this up real quick and see if there's any quick information. The new rotation: Breakthrough, Breakpoint, Generations, Fates Collide, Steam Siege, Evolutions, Sun and Moon, Guardians Rising, and Burning Shadows are. It's the new rotation for standard format. I believe that some of the other things were taken out. So let's see, and the expanded actually got a little bit of an adjustment too. I'm trying to think what was taken out. I can't remember what was in there to begin with. But again, if you know, definitely let me know in the comments. But it seems like it's the same, but it's not, because I've had a couple of the game's telling me I don't have any standard format decks anymore, so can't be the same. I mean, it's telling me I don't have any standard at all, so that's interesting. But if we go to expanded here, this one, let's go to the deck manager, and I'll see what kind of decks I actually have and which ones I can and cannot use. Yeah, so Gambler here is expanded, Dehydrated expanded. All of these are expanded, not standard anymore. So I wonder why some of these are expanded now and not standard. One of my best decks here is the Golduck deck. I wonder why. Let's edit this deck real quick and see if I can get a real quick idea of why it's not valid. Versus Seeker is no longer valid. Wow. Dive Ball, no longer valid. Lysander. That can't be right. Wow. Lysander, no longer valid for standard play. I think I'm going to like this. So that's pretty crazy, because every single one of my decks used those cards quite often. So I'm a little upset about that. I haven't even looked at this to really have an understanding of why some of these are not valid. I'm going to take a look at a couple others and see if I can understand if there's any other cards that are not valid. So we're gonna dwell on this for a couple of minutes here, and I'm gonna be upset. So Dive Ball, Versus Seeker, Lysander, we know that already. It looks like those are three of the main offenders when it comes to standard edition decks. I had no idea. Let me go to this deck here and see what else is in there. This one actually has a Ninetales that's no longer valid. Ninetales Break is still valid, so that's good. Trainer's Mail, no longer valid. Teammates. Wow. I'm stunned. I'm blown away. I thought that there was going to be an adjustment to the standard format of play. I didn't know what it was going to be, and this is just like ridiculous. So that is pretty crazy. Real Omega Gaming, what is going on? Thanks for stopping by today and watching the live stream of episode 265 of Pokemon Trading Card Game Online. Right now I'm going through some of my decks and seeing what cards were taken out of the standard format. I'll start versus play in just a second here. But right now I'm pretty stunned to see that Versus Seeker and a couple others are no longer valid. So it's blowing my mind right now. Even this Special Energy is not valid anymore. So looks like we're playing expanded today, folks. I don't have any standard decks anymore because they changed all of them. So that's fine with me. I'm actually going to play this deck right here. This is a deck I created a while ago, and it's done okay. And the reason I'm playing it today is because it has... was I gonna say? It has Psychic type Pokemon, and I just picked up a challenge to do some Psychic type stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and play this one. I'm gonna be opening up some packs a little bit later on as well. I've got some evolutions, and I think Breakthrough and Breakpoint. I'm also gonna buy some Burning Shadows too. So stay tuned for that. I don't want to go first. I don't like going first. There's not really a yes or a no for going first. So there's not really a. It's not better or worse. I prefer not to go first. 265 is the number of the episode today. So if you've not caught the other 264 episodes, those are on my YouTube channel, where they will remain forever, as long as I can help it. Omega Gaming can't stay long. Has stuff to do. That's okay. No worries there. But thank you for sure for stopping by. It's always appreciated. Always appreciated. Drop that down. I guess we'll attach this and then use in to try to get something else going. So I like to kind of talk through what I'm doing through every game, because I think there's a lot of different strategies out there and a lot of different ways to play. So this deck specifically is made for Psychic Pokemon, but really could be for anything. If only. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Let's do that. This one right there. I used this deck for a long time, right before the Sun and Moon cards came out, and it was one of my better decks that I created. I didn't have the luxury of, like, several shamans and all kinds of other stuff, so I had to kind of make do with what I had. In fact, I don't have a single shaman in my online collection right now. I don't have a single one. So it's very difficult for me to work with that. We're definitely going to attach this. So one thing about what my opponent is doing right now that I've come across, it's 90 HP, so that's probably going to be okay for at least one hit. Although Rage, okay, we're going to get another Pokemon out here. Yeah, that's perfect. So basically, I've used Venusaur in a deck before. I put a whole deck together with Venusaur in it, and it was extremely difficult, at least for me, to get this energy cost, to justify this energy cost. I think now it's a little bit better, because there are some other cards you can get that'll help you. But when I had Venusaur and Mega Venusaur, it was extremely difficult to get the energy costs to do what I wanted them to do. So that's actually exactly what I wanted him to do. For one reason or another. You'll see why in just a second. I could use the GX attack. Oh no. That's going to be bad for him. Okay. I'm going to feel kind of bad about it, but I'm definitely going to use that GX attack. Mad Bull GX. I mean, why not? I don't. That was like the perfect setup for me. I can't believe how well that actually worked. A couple of great cards from the prize cards. Now I'm gonna get KO'd right here, which is totally fine. That's one prize card I'm giving up, but that's not really that big of a deal. I'll take that for that free KO I just got. Mad Bull GX is a great attack. It's one of the best attacks that I've come across. Kind of unfortunate that I got KO'd right there, but that's fine. I am going to evolve. I can't really do anything else, so let's use N. Yeah. Try and get some other cards into my hand. I don't feel like this hand is helping me very much, so I'm going to go ahead and get some new cards. Okay. That might come in handy for the next turn. We'll see. I'm done for now. So the next turn I'm going to try to use this. Although I might want to try to get this out here and just go ahead and start wailing on it right away. First impression. If this Pokemon was on the bench, does 90 more damage if it became your active Pokemon this turn. So it's 120 damage, which is kind of scary, but I also have to watch out for this this Tauros. That could be bad. Oh no. Alright, so we're going to make him bring this out so it doesn't do the extra damage. I also could do an extra 10 damage. Not that I need to, so I'm not going to do any extra damage right now. I can discard as many Pokemon on my bench to do extra damage as I feel like. For every Pokemon I discard, it's 10 extra damage. So he was only able to do 30 damage that turn because of what I did to him. Pretty solid as far as that goes. I don't need anything else right now, so we're going to do another 110 damage and get that KO real quick. My opponent is also in a very weird situation where they don't have any energy cards or any cards in their hand, so I can pretty much count on these cards not being energy cards. And if they decide not to use anything, ooh, that was pretty smart actually. I'm going to retreat, and I'm going to make him switch. Couple reasons. This Tauros is devastating. If I don't chip away at its health, it's very devastating. So here I'm just going to do 20 damage because 60 would be too much. He'll get the KO if I do 60. So 20 is kind of a good amount. He'll probably want to do 60, and that's fine. Although I'm going to go ahead and let's take a chance here and do 60 because I feel like my opponent's probably going to try to use the GX attack, and that's totally cool. You can get your 2 prize cards, but I should be able to go ahead and KO you at that point, so I'm not too concerned. Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to happen. It's exactly the right amount of damage, and the good news is that this Pokemon will be able to take out his... I need to discard 2 Pokemon to make it happen, but that's fine. I have the means to do that. Make him discard a couple of cards in his hand, so now he has to make a tough choice. Which cards in your hand do you want to discard? Always a difficult decision. So these 2 Pokemon are going away. Boom. Nailed it. And that's the game. So that was all it took. Now, my initial plan was to go ahead and chip away at his damage multiple times until I was ready for the KO. But I decided against that because even if I gave up those prize cards, it wasn't going to cost me the game. In fact, it was quite the opposite. Him taking those prize cards kind of cost him the game. He really needed to KO my Gardevoir. Is that what it was? I can't remember the name. I'm pretty sure it's Gardevoir. He needed to KO that one in order for Mega Gardevoir, in order for something to happen, but he didn't have a means to do that, and even so, I had stuff to replace it with, so it wasn't very good for him. But that's okay. That is all right. So here we've got another pretty decent hand. Could be another situation where I'm able to do exactly what I want to do on the first turn. Really depends on what my opponent wants to do. I should not have done 2 basics on the bench. That could be bad. So I'm going first this time. I'm going to grab... Let's grab... Not that one. Let's grab Sycamore. Because I have this feeling I'm going to need a new hand here soon. Can't attack, so we're done here. This is going to be a Snow Runt deck. I've never seen a deck like this before. This is going to be weird. Today's beverage of choice is coffee. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Nope. Is that? Oh, a stadium card. I don't want to discard my stadium card. I want my stadium card. This is actually kind of perfect right now. Get that one on the bench. Probably should have gone with the other one, but that's okay. I can do 60 damage. That's the game. Folks, this is the game right here. Horn Attack. That one's supposed to happen so quickly. It never happens to me. I will certainly take that. But that's never happened to me before. Just want you to know. Okay, it's happened to me a few times, and every time it does, it's the best feeling ever. But I feel kind of bad about it every time. Alrighty. We got some new stuff here. So around about the halfway mark in today's episode, I'll be opening up some packs of cards. We're about 22 minutes in right now. So I'll be opening up a pack of cards in about 30 minutes or so. And probably spending some of these hard-earned tokens to get more packs of cards. Let's go ahead and keep going. Let's keep the dream alive. We're going streaking today. It's happening. You and me. We're going to streak through the quad, past the gymnasium. Let's go. If you can tell me what that's from, I'll give you 100 points, 100 bells in my Twitch chat. I don't want to go first. Oh, okay. I like this. I do like this. I like where this is going. Not the best hand as far as Pokemon on the bench go, but I think it's still going to be pretty solid. Ooh, except for this. So if I have the same number of energy cards attached, I'm going to do 100 damage, which is kind of bad for me. 120. Also bad for me. I certainly need a couple of Pokemon to come out here and help out. So this is going to be a very challenging situation. This Tauros is actually... You don't want to hit it for the first time with a very high damaging attack. So even if I do have the same amount of energy cards, I don't want to hit this thing for 100 damage. That's going to be a mistake. I can hit it for 30, and that's great. I can hit it for 60, and that's kind of cool too. But I have to be careful with this Tauros, otherwise he's going to just tear me apart. So... I'd love to have an Umbreon. I don't have an Umbreon at all. I would certainly love to have Umbreon right now. In fact, I have a couple of challenges for making a Dark-type deck and actually using it, and I want to use Umbreon, but I can't do it because I don't have it. I could trade cards to get it, but I haven't. I don't want to give up my cards. I'm very stingy when it comes to my cards. I am going to use this, I think. And let's go ahead and get a Pokemon on the bench. With a Nest Ball. Get this going. I'd like to have... Ooh, that'd be a good one. Be a really good one, actually. Yeah, let's do that. Good idea. Good idea, Blaze. Oh, no, that was bad. That was actually really bad. Oh, man, even... I guess everyone makes mistakes at some point. So, that was really bad. Because Nest Ball puts the Pokemon right on your bench. This ability, when you play the card from your hand to your bench, you get to pick a supporter card from your hand, or from your deck rather, and put it into your hand. But since Nest Ball put it onto the bench, it negates that ability, so I wasn't able to get a supporter card. So, temporary lapse in judgment won't happen again. That's a lie. It probably will happen again, but I'll try not to let it happen again. So lesson learned. Hopefully you're out there, and maybe you come across a situation in the future where a similar thing could happen, and you decide against it because of what I did, because of me. Hopefully. I need... something else. Okay, so there's not the same amount of energy cards. That's going to be good, actually. I'm going to get out here, because... Actually, I'm probably going to get Sycamore out, because I think it's probably better for me right now. Let's get the good Sycamore, though. Next turn, it's on. I don't need to do anything else. Not right now. I feel like I should use this, but I don't want to use this. It's not going to do that much damage. That card is only there to be discarded later. So I guess I'll just attach this here, even though that's kind of a mistake too. We'll just do 40 damage, I guess. I believe that's going to be 120 damage if he uses Mad Bull. Yeah, 120 damage. Won't be the KO. He's also resistant to dark types, so that could be good. Oh no. Actually, that's exactly what I wanted you to do. Thank you. That's so cool. It's so nice of you. I appreciate it. You're such a nice guy. Awesome. I could not have asked for anything better. Oh, darn it. Except for maybe that working, but that's okay. Oh, darn it. Get Mew out here. I'd very much like to evolve right now, but I feel like I probably should not. Although... 120, that would not be a good idea. I do not want to do that. I'm going to try to get the evolution going. Actually, yeah. Well, 120, 30, 60. I could KO this Pokemon, but not anytime soon. So I wish I had this again. Oh man. I gave up my turn because I needed to. Oh, thank you. He's just helped me out all day. Like, he's just doing all this stuff to help me out. I'm not really sure what side of the table he's playing on. But I certainly appreciate it. I really do. So this is a much better hand. I can get some things powered up. I can get Gardevoir, Mega Gardevoir EX ready. I have a feeling I'm going to win this one because I feel like he's not really sure what to do. $120. Exactly what I was hoping for. We'll drop this right here. I'm going to drop this right here. We're going to do this. Oh, we're going to do this. I'm going to go ahead and get another Sycamore. Actually, yeah, Sycamore is probably good. For next turn. And since he can't use Buzzwole GX again, I have free reign to do whatever I want to him. So I can basically do the 110 damage. He's only going to be able to do 60. Actually, he'll be able to do Rage, so that's actually kind of a bad idea too. Although I can actually discard 2 of these cards. That would be 130. It's not enough. Darn it. I should have put this here. Darn it. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Just going to go ahead and use Life Heap. 20 damage. So he's only going to do 80 damage right now. And then, of course, I should be able to finish him off on the next turn. This other attack is how much damage? 100 damage. No weakness. I don't want to do that either. This Mew's probably going to have to come into play next. And that's if I can get a max elixir and get it powered up and ready. Rage, 80 damage. Ooh. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Yes. We're going to do the old retreat for the Mew. Do this again. Perfect. And both these are ready, so let's go ahead and get them powered up. Mew is about to do some serious damage. Oh no. Hold up. Despair Ray, he has enough. Hold up. Why is it not there? This is weird. This is really weird. He's got the energy to do this attack. Why can't he use it? This is the weirdest thing ever. I guess we're gonna do this one? It's not what I wanted to do at all. Was he somehow in a weird state of not being able to attack? Because he should have been able to use this. Oh, basic Pokemon. Never mind. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My fault. I have to read. It's okay, though. It's quite all right. So he's probably not the best idea to have in this deck. I probably should change him out for something else. But he's actually come in handy quite a few times. I'm thinking, though, there is a Rattata that has an ability that actually will let it... I'm going to retreat here. That lets you discard tool cards and stuff, so that might be a good idea. Let's use this. Oh, snap. Oh, it's brilliant. How much do I need to do? 120 damage? So just one. Mew's going away. Yeah. I'm going to experiment with this a little bit more in the future. I think this is a really good... It's one of my favorite decks to play, and it's really fun to play this deck. Ooh. Foul play. So 140 damage. Or HP, I mean. So he's going to be able to do... Well, he could have done a lot. I'm not sure why he didn't choose to do a ton of damage. Instead, opting to get a Pokemon out here that has a resistance, sure. I've got a ton of tricks, though. Volume is a little low. I apologize. Are you talking about the game audio or the voice? I feel like the voice is on point. The game audio is probably pretty low. Maybe. Thanks for letting me know, though. Appreciate it. Is there... Yeah, I feel like my voice is pretty loud. Voice? I'll turn it up just a little bit. Maybe that's better. I don't know. Ooh, who you gonna pick? It could be. I've had the same settings for a long time, and they've been pretty good, so... I'm more worried about the sync up. I'm more worried about the voice syncing up with what I'm saying. Well, thanks for stopping by and hanging out today. This is episode 265 of Pokemon Trading Card Game Online. Going pretty well so far. I think I'm going to have another victory, a 3 streak, which is... sometimes pretty good. I need to get this down here real quick. Is he weak to fairy? No. Fighting. So... let's go ahead and just ruin his day real quick. What's that attack do again? 90 damage plus 30? I'm okay. He's probably going to get KO'd, but that's fine. And we'll do this here again. I am going to get rid of 2 Pokemon here just because... $110. The next one should do 90, just enough to get the KO. I don't think my opponent has anything, but he can use this to get 2 extra cards, so... Oh, he can just use in also. That's fine. Oh, he's got one of his own. So he's gonna bring it out, and that's gonna be very difficult for me to deal with because just like in the last episode or the last match that I did, like fighting Tauros is tough. It's tough. Probably shouldn't lead with this one. But I feel like it's going to be okay. $90 should be fine. Let's try to get something onto the bench here that I can just discard real quick. I'm going to use this again. So 90 should be enough for the KO there, and that's all you really need. He's going to get me back, and that's fine. So this Tauros is going to be kind of a pain in the butt. He's used his GX attack, and I have not used my GX attack. So that's good. I wonder what the play is here. Do you not want to get this KO? I feel like you should want to get this KO on my Mega Gardevoir. If I'm in his shoes, I would have kept Tauros out. I would have gotten this KO. My plan would be to try and do as little damage as possible to the other Tauros that's coming out. So I can use Rage later on. Although, yeah. So no matter, I can't use this Lysander. This Lysander is not going to do me any good. If I use Lysander to get anything else out, this ability, stand-in, will give him a free retreat no matter what happens. So I got to be really careful about that. This attack, that was definitely the KO. 30 damage. He might do 90 on the next turn. Is that all he's going to do? 30. Could do 90. And also 30 to another benched Pokemon. Over here. Ooh. Well, no. Mind Jack's not really going to do much. This one's not going to do much either. I think I'm good. I can go ahead and do the 60. I wonder if I can get Skyla so I can get my own Fighting Fury belt. Nope. It's not in here. I guess I'll take this instead. Get a few Pokemon from the discard pile back into the deck. We'll go ahead and go with these three. And this is it. Ooh, he's going to do a little bit more, because this I forgot about this card here. 30 more, so 110 shouldn't be enough to KO me, but if he does anything, if he does any kind of damage, God, Gosh, if he does anything high level to me, then he basically loses. Why did he do that? Why did he use switch? That was weird. It's a little bit crippling, but not... It's not... Ooh. Ooh, okay. I don't think I have a Lysander in here. I do not have a Lysander in there. So, what I'm going to have to do is get really tricky. In fact, I don't even think I can do this. Well, here comes Sycamore. So what I want to get is... something that I need to get a Lysander. Perfect. Exactly what I was looking for. I can't use it though because I used Sycamore. Oh gosh, that actually was pretty good. He's going to get the KO on me. So that was good. That was a good strategy. I'm going to get him with this GX attack, or I can actually just use... I can't use Rage. He's forcing me to use the GX attack, and that's going to be enough for the victory. So... I don't like where this is going at all. I have to retreat. He has me against a wall. I did not expect that. That was very smart. Oh, there it is. Good game. That was well played. I couldn't even... Like, I knew that was going to happen. I knew even if I retreated, it wasn't going to be a victory. So that was good. Good job. So I'm going to do one more match here, then go to open up some packs of cards. I almost have enough for that challenge to be completed. Hopefully I can get it on this next match. If I get a really good matchup and a really beneficial matchup, I'm able to do a bunch of fairy damage, then I'll get that challenge completed. That'd be great. We're going to go heads. Did not win. That's fine. I never win. I almost had a 3 streak. I had a 2 streak today, though. That's pretty good. Ooh, mulligan. Mulligan. Mullet. It's a funny word. Mullet. So now, every time you think of mulligans, you'll think of mullets. You're welcome, Internet. Okay. This is not... Oh, I should not have put that there. Why did I do that? Already off to a bad start. So... I made that mistake again. Like, I just talked about it in the last match. I totally did it again. I don't know why I do the things I do. I can only offer... I guess? Sure. Let's go with Tauros. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not sure if I like this all that much, but we're going to do it anyway. I mean, this view's dead. Like, nothing I can do about it. The 30 damage is not enough, but... It also makes him switch. So I don't know if you'd want to use that attack. I would probably not use that attack. I think I would just try not to attack at this point and wait to the next turn. And then deal the 120 damage. The coin always lands on tails. I haven't really noticed that, to be totally truthful. It seems like it always lands opposite of what I say it should land, if that makes sense. So I could retreat for free with Mew anyway. Deal the 110 damage. I don't like this. Let's retreat. I could get another Pokemon out there. Yeah, I'm gonna retreat. Probably a bad idea. I'm gonna do it anyway. Yeah, so every time I call a coin flip, it seems like it I don't ever go first anyway, so even if I did win, I wouldn't know. But it does feel like it lands. If I call heads, it lands tails. If I call tails, lands heads. Eventually I'll get it right someday. But as long as I'm winning the game, it doesn't really matter to me. So I've used Blastoise EX in a deck before, and it worked out pretty well. I actually kind of like it as far as a Pokemon goes. I do like using the Pokemon. It's good. Ooh, good call, but your Blastoise is going down. Going down. I have to switch too? Aw. It's too bad. Okay. I am going to make you... I'm going to get my prize cards is what I'm going to do. So all I need to do is 100, so we're good there. And I'm set for next turn to be able to get 6 new cards. So, and these cards might come in handy also. Actually, perfect. Exactly what I was hoping for. I could not have asked for 2 better prize cards in this situation. I mean, maybe like an energy card and I don't know. But that was perfect. Like an energy card and an elixir or something, or a double colorless energy and I don't know. So he's probably dead. This is going to deal 20 times the amount of energy. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's not bad. That is not too shabby. That's actually the best. That is literally the best luck I've ever had in this game. A DCE and a Pokemon and the Spirit Link needed, and I have N already in my hand. This is just going too well. That was unfortunate, but that's fine. Everything else worked out perfect, so... It's 170. What's this thing do? If a Pokemon this card is attached to as your active Pokemon is knocked out by damage from an opponent's attack, move up to 3 basic energy cards from that Pokemon to one of your benched Pokemon. That's actually really good. It won't KO him right now, but I'm going to try to keep him in play a little bit longer. Let's get this Tauros out there. Did not think that was going to happen, but that's fine. Use the old Horn Attack. Another 100 damage, possibly 130 damage, but he does not want to do 130 or 140 damage to me right now. That would be the worst idea. Even the 100 damage would be pretty bad. Ooh, 120 damage. He could do this other attack, which is 80 damage. Oh, 150. But you don't want to do that. I can tell you right now, you don't want to do that. Ooh. Wise. Wise decision. We're going to use another in. Get this party started. Let's go. That's not quite what I had in mind, but I think this will still be okay. Horn attack for another 60 damage. He's got to do something. He can't just keep putting energy on here and not attacking me. So it was wise the first time. This time he's going to have to do something. Ooh. 2-4. Ooh, not quite enough for the KO. Oh, that's so perfect. Could not have asked for anything better. Oh, so good. Oh, this is such a great match right now. I'm going to use this. See if I can get something worthwhile here. That's probably good, right? Yeah. He also doesn't have any energy cards on his benched Pokemon, which he probably should have been trying to do this whole time. I'm just going to use Rage, because it's going to deal enough damage, and he also doesn't get those energy cards back now, so that's really unfortunate. And now, of course he's going to use Ninetales, but I can still get a Lysander out and get this one KO'd. So he's got a couple of turns before he can do anything. Oh, how perfect is this? Like, I can't even... This is just too... It's too convenient. I don't know what is going on, but that's the whole game right there. I got everything I needed at the perfect time. Why am I playing TCG? I personally don't like it. I think it's fun. I've been playing it for about a year now. It's actually one of my favorite games. There's a ton of strategy involved, so I really do enjoy playing it. So, for the record, that's why I like to play. Experience shares, yeah. So, did I get those challenges? I don't even know if I did. I don't think I did. So let me take a look at this real quick, and then if not, we'll play the same deck again. Oh, I'm so close. Anyway, let's go to the collection. I've got some packs already in the collection, Breakpoint, Evolutions, and I'm going to open up this Evolutions pack. It's one of my favorite sets in the current set is Evolutions. Shows off some cards that were originally in the original base set, the artwork and the style of cards. They also have some of the updated attacks in there too. So I'm going to see what we get out of this first Evolutions pack. I'll open this one up too, and then we'll open up probably 3 Burning Shadows packs a little bit later on. So let's get her opened. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, no. Not bad. I mean, Starmie's a really good card. 90 HP. Space Beacon. Once during your turn, you may discard a card from your hand. If you do, put 2 basic energy cards from your discard pile into your hand. And Star Freeze for 30 damage. Flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is paralyzed. I've got enough of these, as you can see, but it doesn't hurt to have more. Got a Holofoil Poliwag with 60 HP, Water Gun for 30 damage, Charmeleon, 80 HP, Slash does 50 damage, and Flamethrower for 90. Discard a Fire Energy attached to this Pokemon when using Flamethrower. Energy retrieval, put 2 basic energy cards from your discard pile into your hand. Full heal removes all special conditions from your active Pokemon. We've got the basic form of Charmander. 60 HP, scratch for 10, and Ember for 30. Discard a fire energy attached to this Pokemon when using Ember. Staryu, 60 HP. Quick Blow for 10 damage, plus 10 more if you flip heads. Diglett, 40 HP. Submerge as long as this Pokemon is on your bench. Prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks. And Dig Through, this attack does 30 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. We've got Magikarp, 30 HP. Flail for 10 damage, times the number of damage counters on this Pokemon. And of course, Seal, 80 HP. Growl, during your opponent's next turn, any damage done by attacks from the defending Pokemon is reduced by 20. And Headbutt for 20 damage. Let's open up that other pack here real quick. See what's inside. Could be anything. Could even be a boat. I haven't seen these cards in a while. I haven't opened up Breakpoint in a while. Let's see what's inside here. Nice. Okay, cool. Let's check these out. So, Garchomp, 130 HP, Turbo Assault for 60 damage. Attach an energy from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon. I like that attack. And then Bite Off, 80 damage. If your opponent's active Pokemon is a Pokemon EX, do 80 more damage. I've seen this card. I've seen other players attempt to use this card against me, and it seems like it's going to work out really well. The energy cost on Bite Off is really low, and Turbo Assault does a decent amount of damage, and also lets you rebuild your bench if you happen to mess up. So Turbo Assault can really help you get energy cards back should you lose them. And it's not just basic, it's any energy card. So if you want to get a strong energy, you can. If you want to get a fire energy, you can. You can get any energy card from the discard pile. So I'd like to use this in a deck, and I might build one coming soon. Meganium, 150 HP. Overgrow is the ability. If this Pokemon's remaining HP is 50 or less, its attacks do 70 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. And Green Force does 50 damage. Heal from this Pokemon the same amount of damage you did to your opponent's active Pokemon. So, could potentially do 120 damage, but it's not guaranteed, and you have to have a ton of damage already on it. There are probably ways to manipulate that a little bit, but I wouldn't want to mess with that. I mean, the card looks cool, but I really wouldn't want to go out of my way to put this in a deck. Quickatune, 90 HP. Screech, during your next turn, any damage done to the defending Pokemon is increased by 60, and Slash does 40 damage. Potion will heal 30 damage from one of your Pokemon. Heatmore, 100 HP. Reinforced Flame, 20 damage plus 20 more damage if this Pokemon has a tool card attached to it. And Heat Blast for 70 damage. Skrelp with 50 HP. Hide, flip a coin. If heads, prevent all effects of attacks, including damage done to this Pokemon, during your opponent's next turn. Spritzy, 50 HP. Beat does 10 damage. Glameow, 60 HP. Act Cute. Your opponent puts a card from his or her hand on the bottom of his or her deck. Ooh. And Scratch for 20 damage. Froakie with 60 HP. Bubble will paralyze if you flip heads. We've got Growlithe, 70 HP. Bite does 20 damage. So at the end of today's episode, I'll be opening 3 packs of Burning Shadows, so stay tuned for that. For now, let's go back into Versus mode and try to get some more coins and victories and all kinds of other stuff. So, playing the Fairly Odd deck again, trying to stick with it and trying to get the coveted challenge of the day completed. I would very much like to get an Umbreon GX card, so I may try to get some regular Sun and Moon booster packs coming up on next week's episode, or maybe over the weekend or something like that. I think it'd be good for me to have an Umbreon deck. I already kind of have an Espeon deck and it works pretty well, but I haven't used it in a really long time. That's mine. Ooh. My opponent. I like this card a lot. It's really cool looking. Very cool looking. Using a dark type deck probably. I'm not really sure what to expect here. Probably an Eevee. I'm guessing there's going to be an Umbreon coming out. Or a Yveltal. I should have known. Oh no, that's the worst thing you can do right now. Oh, that was terrible. Welp. Folks, this is going to be a challenge. Oh, never mind. Why does that always happen? Maybe not always, but I've been getting really lucky lately. Like, super lucky. I can't really do anything, because I think he's resistant to fairy. Oh, never mind. Oh, no. Oh, because the darkness energy. Oh, no. Oh, no. We're going to attach and just go ahead and evolve. He's probably going to do 110 damage. I can do it back, though. I'm probably going to get KO'd after this, though. Just by the retaliation damage. The extra damage there is going to be bad, too. So this is going to be rough. 110. Oof. I think I'm good, actually. And this... Okay, so my steel type Pokemon are reduced. I guess damage is reduced, but that's not a big deal. Should be the KO right there. Yeah, nailed it. Well, that was unfortunate, but I've still got this super sweet Tauros. Now, if he gets evolved and he's able to do anything, he probably will at least evolve. So that's scary. But I might still be able to KO him. Oh, it's over. Wow. Let's get it. Oh, resistance, I forgot. Oh well. It's fine. This Tauros will be able to come out and clean up everything. I don't see any basics on the bench, so... Ooh. Good call. Mind Jack, 50 damage. Took him out. I'm going to search my deck for a Fighting Fury Belt, which I think I have in here somewhere. Possibly, possibly. Yes. This should be the victory. Nailed it. All right. We are rolling. We are moving along. So I've only lost once so far on today's episode, which is really good for me because if you've caught any of my previous episodes, the very beginnings of this my YouTube channel, it's been rough. And we got another Evolutions pack. Let's go ahead and open that up right now. Because why the heck not? Things are going smooth today. It's a nice little Tuesday. I actually had yesterday off, so I came back to work today, and it was kind of rough, just busy. But aside from that, it's been a good day. It's been a really good day. And these cards, I don't have any of these cards, by the way. 50 more. Wow. So yeah, this pack of cards here is Plasma Freeze. I've never had any of these cards. So it'll be interesting to see what we get out of there. If I get it. I won't get it today, but if I do get it over the weekend, I will certainly love to open those up. So I don't want to leave you guys hanging. Let's go ahead and open this Evolutions pack right now. So far that makes 2 Evolutions and 1 Break Point, I believe. Breakthrough? I don't know. One of the two. I get those confused all the time. I'm not sure why they decided to make two different sets that both have the word break in them. It just seems redundant. Confusing. Ooh, nice. Actually, this is a really good... Pidgeot EX is a really good card. I've used it in multiple decks. It's one of my favorite cards. Mega Pidgeot EX is actually even better. But Pidgeot EX, 170 HP. Mirror move. If this Pokemon was damaged by an attack during your opponent's next turn, this attack does the same amount of damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. Feather Lance does 80 damage and 20 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. The great thing about this card is that you can actually use the evolution, which is Mega Pidgeot, 220 HP, Mach Cyclone for 130 damage. You may also make your opponent switch their active with one of their benched Pokemon. So, I love Mega Pidgeot, and I love regular Pidgeot. Dugong with 120 HP, Super Deep Dive, heal 40 damage from this Pokemon and switch this Pokemon with one of your benched Pokemon. And Takedown, 90 damage, does 20 damage to itself. Machoke with 90 HP, Karate Chop, does 60 damage minus 10 for each damage counter on this Pokemon. And Submission for 80 damage, does 20 damage to itself. Got the Venusaur Spirit Link. Your turn does not end if the Pokemon this card is attached to becomes Mega Venusaur EX. Now, one thing I want to point out on these cards is that they don't specify that this card can only be attached to, Venusaur EX. They don't specify that Venusaur EX is the only card that can evolve into Mega Venusaur EX, even though that is true right now. In the future, who knows? Maybe you could evolve regular Venusaur into Mega Venusaur EX, and this card will not end your turn. Something that's been kind of floating around in my head a little bit. May or may not happen in the future, but it's something. It's an idea that I had that I wanted to share. But anyway, we all know what that does. Poliwhirl with 80 HP, Amnesia does 30 damage. Choose one of your opponent's active Pokemon's attacks, and that Pokemon can't use that attack during your opponent's next turn. And Double Slap for 50 damage, times the number of heads when you flip 2 coins. We've got Vulpix with 60 HP, Confuse Ray, 20 damage, confuses your opponent's active Pokemon when you flip heads. Ponyta, 60 HP, Smash Kick for 20, and Flame Tail for 30. Poliwag we saw before. I'm going to skip that one. Staryu, I think we saw that one before too. We'll skip that one. And a Grass Energy in the classic base set style. Excellent. Excellent. Moving on, back to versus mode. Let's get back into the game with the same deck. I think I don't need to use it anymore, but I don't have anything else that's good, so I'm gonna stick with this deck for now. I have to do these, and these are tough without good dark type decks. I don't have a good dark type deck, so I don't want to struggle my way through it. I'd much rather have an Umbreon, get it out of the way. So I'll try to work on that this weekend. A couple other things I'm working on as far as Animal Crossing goes. So if you're an Animal Crossing fan, check out my Animal Crossing streams on Sunday nights, 6 p.m. for the entire month of September. So I have a lot of work to do in that game to get things prepared for the streams on Sundays. But I will try to work in some off-stream Pokemon trading card game online, so I can have a much better presentation on Tuesday. Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern is the Pokemon trading card game online streams. Don't miss those. Super fun stuff. We open packs. We talk about the game. And we have a darn fun time doing it. So I like this starting hand a little bit because it's not perfect, but it has potential. Although this Pokemon's going to get in the way, isn't it? My opponent should not have gone first. In fact, whenever I use a deck that uses Talonflame, I try not to go first, just in case I get Talonflame and I want to be able to do some damage. This is not going to work. Oh no. Well, um, if my opponent has a focus band, I am not going to survive. I'm taking a huge risk right here by searching for a Pokemon. Yeah, he's going to beat me. He's going to beat me. Oh, no. No, 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 no. I don't like this at all. Well played. Yep, it's over. I should have known that was going to happen. I don't know why I wasn't thinking ahead like that. I should have used Sycamore and just gotten rid of that whole hand and started over. I really wanted to use those elixirs. I really, really, really wanted to use those elixirs. I got really selfish. But it's all right. Moving right along, moving right along. I think on next week's episode, stay tuned for that. I'm going to try to do a tournament with one of these decks in the expanded format. I'm not going to make any promises, but I'm going to try to make a standard type deck as well. Based on something. I don't know what it's going to be based on yet, but it's going to be based on something. If I can get Umbreon, I'll try to do an Umbreon deck, but I definitely need to... There's a lot of things I need to do before I make that happen. So I need 2 Umbreons, first of all. Ooh. Yeah, I was about to say. Marshadow. This Pokemon can use the attacks of any basic Pokemon in your discard pile. Beat down for 120 and Peerless 100 blows. Does 50 damage times the amount of basic energy attached to this Pokemon. Huh. He's also weak to fighting, by the way, so this is going to be tough. Oh, he's going to use Nightshade. This is a Nightshade deck. I did not realize what was going on until just now. This is a different take on Nightshade. I don't like it. Well, let that be a lesson to you, folks. Marshadow can do Nightshade. If you didn't already know, it's out there. Oh, goodness. I'm just going to reset right now because I need to get something that's not going to be weak to fighting and get it ready, which I didn't even get. Wow. I guess we'll have to use this to get that. I guess we'll do this. We'll go ahead and do that. And that's it. Nightshade's going to take up, going to clean the clock with Tauros right here. Is Marshadow weak to Psychic? Yes. So, I'm still not going to be able to get him evolved or anything yet, so there might be something I can do. It's probably not going to happen, but there might be something I can do. We'll see. I can definitely have the Mega out. This Tauros is dead, though. Nothing I can do about that. I'm kind of surprised this was such a quick, like, recognition of a night. Is it Nightshade? I keep saying Nightshade. I think it's Nightshade. Night March. Sorry. Night March deck. That's what I'm trying to say. It's Night March deck. I figured it out real quickly. Ooh, how much? Like 6,000? 340. Would have been great to already have an energy attached to him, but that's fine. And Galactic Puppet, thanks for that super awesome host. Always great to have you around. Really? I can't... Oh my gosh. Half of that is what? It's way more than... Like, I can't even retreat right now. I'm pretty much stuck between a rock and a hard place right now. And my opponent could definitely use the double colorless energy on this and have him ready too. Which he's probably going to do, most definitely. Yep, there it is. There it is. Oh, nice. And the switch out for an even... Oh, that's enough. I'm done. I'm out. Bye. Good night, everybody. I mean, what do I even do right now? I'm just gonna use Sycamore again and see what I get. That's all I got. That's all I can do. And it's not even enough. It's just not even enough. Here we go. That's all I can do. Go ahead and do your 340 damage. Thanks. Thanks for playing. It was fun. Nice to meet you. Good night. Oh. Okay, let's move on because that was embarrassing. Play. So in a few minutes here, about 20 minutes or so, 15 minutes or so, I'm going to be opening up a few packs of Burning Shadows. So that'll be super fun. Can't wait to do that. Oh no, this is terrible. I had the best luck, but Karma is just not my best friend right now. This is a fairy deck which uses Mawile. Oh, that's terrible. I don't like this at all. This is not going well. Really scared right now. So this Wonder Bomb. Oh, this is gonna be bad. I guess I can use the attack energy dive and just keep it alive for now, but I don't really want to do that. 60 damage there. Oh, okay. Well, that's not good. I'm gonna lose that DCE now. Great. Great. Probably gonna use Sycamore here, because I don't have many other options. Okay, that'll work. I can deal with that. It's a 1 retreat cost. This could be good. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be, but it could be. Smack. Ooh. Let's try it. It's 80 damage, right? Or I could just make it discard something too. Yeah, I like this. Okay. Just living in the moment right now. I have no plan. Just living in the moment. 60 damage. Very possible. Yeah, I thought that might happen. Okay. 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 Oh, are you kidding me right now? That's exactly what I was hoping would happen. Let's go ahead and get a Tauros onto the bench. So I'm probably going to need it. This is going to do 90 or 100 damage, actually. Woo! Perfect. Love it. And I get the retreat. Oh, the free retreat. Yes. Perfect. But with the fairy energy, so it's not going to work there. But if my opponent... I thought that was going to happen. 130... If I get a Versus Seeker or another Kukui, it's going to be perfect. I get that KO too. Poison, that might be bad, but can always retreat for free. Trying to get the bench powered up, which is kind of a good move right now. I think that's probably the best idea for my opponent as far as what I'm seeing on their side of the table. It's going to evolve. Let's do it. Nothing to lose. I could end up getting this KO. Sylveon A. Sylveon A. There is no shortage of energy cards, that's for sure. I don't like this card. I think that was kind of a bad choice to put in this deck. There are cards that are better options than that. Flip a coin and possibly draw 3 cards. Oh, that's all energy in play. That's terrible. That's going to be a KO. To all your Pokemon. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 80 damage. I guess it won't be a KO yet, but it's very close. Oh, I can not get any status effects. Oh, attacks. That's only attacks. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I don't need to do all that. He's what, 150? I guess I'll just do this. I don't really want to do this, but it's fine. So I've learned recently that Tauros has a best friend, and that best friend is poison. If Tauros is poisoned, it can really help turn the tides of battle. I mean, it can also hurt you too. But if Tauros is in a situation where he's poisoned, he accumulates damage over time. And if your opponent can't kill Tauros, you can put the smackdown on somebody. I wouldn't say it's his best friend. It's like it's like a good acquaintance. Someone that Tauros takes to dinner on occasion. I'm not really sure. Okay, that makes sense. That was a good call. Good call. Going right here. And we're going to start powering up this Tauros. May as well do this, not discard anything. We're going to retreat next turn for something else for Tauros and keep the dream alive. Uh-oh. I have a lot of energy cards on me. Ooh. 140 damage. Plus the 10 I already have, plus 10 I'm going to get, so 160 damage. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Oh, okay. Cool. Don't like that either. Drop this one. I'm going to go ahead and use this now. Oh no. That was a mistake. I guess. Let's just retreat and bring out this Mew. And then let's go ahead and just evolve real quick. Just because I might need that later. I'm probably definitely going to need this Gardevoir later. Oh, goodness. That's just rather unfortunate. So... meh. No worries. We're coming out with this Tauros here. I'm going to go ahead and get Sycamore because I feel like that's probably the best move to get 7 new cards. Don't have anything really good in my hand. I need some better stuff. So, although with Tauros there, it's probably a bad move. He's definitely going to kill me. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to attach the energy, but we're also going to retreat to this one. We're going to do the damage, and we're also going to discard a couple of cards here. It's not quite enough, and that's fine. It's enough to get Tauros in the game on the next turn. He's not going to be able to resist doing as much damage as possible, something tells me. He might try to attach an energy to this Lugia that's on the active. I would not recommend that. I would probably attach an energy to Diancie on the bench there, but oh, good call. I'm not going to win this, folks. It's too bad. I knew that was going to happen right here, though. He's doing 200 damage now, so there's nothing I can do as far as getting him to stop doing 200 damage. I've pretty much lost at this point, so I guess I'll just do Horn Attack and take my loss with my tail between my legs this time. It's all good though. Can't win them all. I had a streak of great luck earlier today, so I really can't be too upset. I had some really good luck earlier. Karma just comes full circle. Let's go ahead and do one more match, and then we're going to go ahead and open up some packs of cards. 3 Burning Shadows cards to be exact. So let's see what kind of luck we have on the next match. Hopefully something good. No guarantee. No guarantee. Calling the coin flip. I'm calling it, the coin flip is a poopy face. It's calling the coin flip names, basically. The coin flip is, the coin flip's mom goes to college. So, I'd like to know who's going first. Any second now, you can let us know. No rush. No rush. There you go. Good choice. Alright, no basics. It's pretty sad to see. It happens from time to time. No basics in the play area. For me. Mulligan is what we call that. Yeah. What's next? Okay, cool. Cool. I could deal with this. Actually, I think this is going to be one of the better... It could be one of the better hands that I actually had. Well, this isn't the best setup, but I think I should be able to make the most of this, I think. Hopefully. We'll see how turn 2 of the game goes, but my first turn's not looking... It's not looking perfect, but it's not looking bad. We'll see. What's he going to do? Nothing yet. So, oh gosh. I guess I'll just do another one on the bench here. I'm going to use this for the Spirit Link. I always think of like Legend of Zelda Link when I say that. Okay, so next turn we're going to evolve and then shuffle back into the deck. I don't really want to do that, but I'm going to anyway. This Pokemon has 120 HP. Combat Blaze could do 40 damage to me this turn. Burning Roar, discard the top 4 cards of your deck. If any of those are fire energy, attach them to the Pokemon in any way that you'd like. I don't like this card in conjunction with Cyndaquil, because Typhlosion is a great deck, and it's a really great deck on its own. I don't think I like this card in conjunction with it. And you're discarding cards too, so Here we go with the old shuffle. So I'm going to discard this card and get rid of it. It just makes sense. Actually, yeah, I'm going to do that. I can get it back into my hand, so it's brilliant. Brilliant. Buka! So this next turn, he could evolve right into Typhlosion, and that would be upsetting, but I might have an answer to that. And also, he has to not kill me, so he can deal 80 damage times the number of energy cards that are discarded, so 80 damage. I got lucky that time. It could be a lot worse, so I got really lucky. We're gonna go ahead and get this card back into my hand. We're gonna get this Spirit Link attached to it. I'm gonna attach an energy to it, and I'm gonna discard the whole hand. Get some new cards. Oh, perfect. So got this one. Got this one. Let's get another supporter card out here. Let's try... I'm going to try another one of those, and you'll see why in a second here. Well, it's not really going to matter. But I think I'm onto something. Let's go ahead and do the damage. I don't want to discard anything right now. Because it wouldn't kill him anyway. So now he might try to do the other attack for 130 damage, which would be bad. But I should be able to get another... Ooh. There it is. That should not have been 240. It should have only been... Oh, energy cards. Never mind. Never mind. This will be the KO. So we're good there. I'll get Mew in here. We're going to go ahead and get this in here. I need to get another Pokemon. There it is. Just what I wanted. And this will be good next turn too, so. Drop this one. And nothing discarded yet. It's very possible he could kill me on this next turn. Very possible that the next Typhlosion could take care of me. Don't want that to happen, but still could. Still could. In fact, I want to take care of that Cyndaquil now. That's what I want to do. This Entei is not doing anything, so that doesn't matter. Cyndaquil is going to be a problem, so I got to get rid of him. Got to take him out. Can't do it yet. A Versus Seeker would be perfect right about now. Not quite what I had in mind. I have plans. I'm very scared right now. I'm very scared because this Cyndaquil is going to get evolved. I know it's going to get evolved. And it's going to be a Typhlosion. And it's going to deal 240 damage, some crazy amount, because of the energy cards that are in this person's deck. They're going to destroy me. But there might be some answers. So He's really trying to get a Typhlosion out here. Oh, well, that was lucky. Let's get this victory real quick. Okay, so that worked out. Most of the time, Typhlosion decks like that take me out pretty quickly. I was able to hold my own at least and get something going. So let's go ahead and get those packs going. So I'm going to go ahead and open up 3 packs of Burning Shadows right now. We'll go through all those cards, then I'll sign off for the rest of the night. I want to take the opportunity here to thank you guys for watching and stopping by my YouTube page, checking out my Twitch page, being a part of the action, whether it's live or if you have to watch it on YouTube. That's cool too. I always appreciate it. But don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, all that stuff. And follow me on Twitch as well. So here we are, 3 packs. Are they not locked? Oh, they are tradable. They didn't used to be. That's weird. Whenever I buy them from here, they're not. Oh, they aren't tradable. Trade locked. That's weird. I don't know why I said tradable before, but oh well. Here's the first pack of Burning Shadows. I don't have a whole lot of these cards, so I'm kind of anxious to see what I get. Hopefully something rare and good and all kinds of stuff. So let's see. Wow, the whole bottom row is new. So, ooh, Heracross, huh? 110 HP Guts. If this Pokemon will be knocked out by damage from an attack, flip a coin. If heads, this Pokemon is not knocked out, and its remaining HP becomes 10. Pitch is 50 damage. Your opponent switches their active Pokemon with one of their benched Pokemon. That's not bad. I like Heracross as a Pokemon in general, but the card is probably not the most useful card I've seen. Seadra, 80 HP, Water Arrow. The attack does 30 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Gloom with 80 HP. Stinky Scent, your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused, and Razor Leaf for 30 damage. Seviper, 100 HP. More Poison, put 1 more damage counter on your opponent's poisoned Pokemon between turns. And Venomous Fang does 30 damage. Your opponent's active Pokemon is poisoned. We've got Lana. Heal 50 damage from each of your Pokemon that has any water energy attached to it. That's not bad. I mean, I don't love it, but it's not bad. Rattata, Alola Rattata. 40 HP. Focus energy during your next turn. This Pokemon's Bite. Bite attacks base damage is 60, and Bite normally does 10 damage. Horsey with 60 HP. Water Arrow does 10 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Venipede with 70 HP. Bug Bite for 10 and Venoshock for 20. If your opponent's active Pokemon is poisoned, the attack does 40 more damage. Ladybug with 60 HP. Agility for 10 damage. Flip a coin. If heads, prevent all effects of attacks, including damage done to this Pokemon during your opponent's next turn. Cutie Fly with 30 HP. Fairy Wind does 10 damage, and a super cool Alola Grass Energy. Next up, another pack of Burning Shadows. Shadows. What's it going to be? Hopefully something rare and good and something I don't have yet. But let's take a look. Ooh, I got a new supporter card there. Nice. Oh, perfect. Exactly what I wanted. Sweet. So, Toxicroak, 110 HP. Poison Jab for 30 damage. Your opponent's active Pokemon is poisoned. Poison Boost for 80 damage. If this Pokemon is poisoned, the attack does 80 more damage. Then remove that special condition from this Pokemon. So the reason I'm so excited is this card is a card I've been wanting ever since it was announced and shown off. Alola Ninetales, 110 HP. Luminous Barrier, prevent all effects of attacks, including damage done to this Pokemon by your opponent's Pokemon GX or Pokemon EX. Aurora Beam for 80 damage. the ability by itself is perfect because if your opponent is using only GX or only EX Pokemon and they don't have any way to stop this ability, you win. So it's great. I love it. Sophocles, discard 2 cards from your hand. If you do, draw 4 cards. We saw this to Viper a few minutes ago. Wick, each player counts the cards in their hand, shuffles those cards into their deck, and then draws that many cards. Togedemaru's 80 HP, roll out for 20 and Electro Smash for 40 damage. Also does 20 more damage if you flip heads. Magikarp, 30 HP, splashing dodge for 10 damage. Flip a coin if heads, prevent all effects of attacks including damage done to this Pokemon during your opponent's next turn. Mudbray, 80 HP, stomp for 20 damage, does 20 more damage on a heads flip. Krogunk, 60 HP, corkscrew punch for 10 damage and frog hop for 20 damage plus 20 more damage if you flip heads. And Pansear with 70 HP, flare does that 10 damage, and a fighting energy card. This will be the last pack that I open up today, folks. Thank you again for watching, and I'll be signing off after this, so savor every minute, every second, if you want. So here we got, okay, so we saw Heracross earlier, but Mudsdale, 130 HP, kick away does 60 damage. Your opponent switches their active Pokemon with one of their benched Pokemon. Vigorous Dash for 130 damage. This Pokemon does 30 damage to itself. This attack does 30 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. So we saw this Pokemon earlier. It's a holofoil version. I'm not a really big fan of getting a holofoil of this Pokemon, but that's whatever. We'll move on. Super Scoop Up. Flip a coin. If heads, put one of your Pokemon and all cards attached to it into your hand. I like this card a lot, except it's a heads. It's a coin flip, so it makes it really difficult to make it work. Simipour is 90 HP. Scratch for 30 damage. Aqua Reflect is 50 damage. Move a water energy from this Pokemon to one of your benched Pokemon. Plumeria. Discard 2 cards from your hand. If you do, discard an energy from one of your opponent's Pokemon. Rhyhorn, 80 HP, lunge out for 20 damage, and Horn Drill for 60. Espurr, 60 HP, Perplexing Eyes. I get it. It's Espurr, Perplexing Eyes. The defending Pokemon's weakness is now Psychic until the end of your next turn. Pansage, 70 HP, Vine Whip for 10 damage. Sandygast, 80 HP, Absorb Life for 10 damage. You also heal 10 damage from this Pokemon. Sock, 90 HP, Quick Guard, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from basic Pokemon during your opponent's next turn. This Pokemon cannot use Quick Guard during your next turn. And Brick Break for 40 damage. The attack's damage is not affected by resistance or any effects on your opponent's active Pokemon. And a super duper cool Fire Energy card. So thank you so much, Galactic Puppet, for stopping by and hanging out and hosting me as well. Thank you so much. Thank you, IUXZO, for stopping by earlier as well. Real Omega Gaming, thank you so much for stopping by. I'm going to sign off for the rest of the day, folks. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great night. Take care of yourself. Hit that follow button. Hit that subscribe button. And I'll be back next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern for another live episode of Pokemon Trading Card Game Online. Don't forget to stop by. And I will catch you guys on the flippity flip. Galactic Puppet, sorry. Gotta go.